Hey again, VC, my friend Morrissey here. Billy Hurst hit 500 subs. He has way more than that, but he says he has 500 true subscribers for the VC. Either way, really cool accomplishment. Congrats on that number. His contest is it's for his birthday, which again, happy belated birthday, Billy. He turned 44, so he wanted to see 4 albums from the year he was born, which is 1974. 4 albums from the year that we were born, and then as a bonus, 4 country records that would count as a second entry. So I did manage to kind of scrounge together 4 country records. I admit it was hard. I don't have that much country in my collection, but I think I did it. And yeah, I'll just get started. I'll go through these kind of quickly. This is my top 100, so I talked about it recently, but this is Neil Young's On the Beach, 1974 classic. Maybe a little bit of a country sound on this, slightly. All his stuff maybe has a slight country tinge to it, but that's neither here nor there. Fantastic Neil Young record, one of my favorites of his. Here we got a glam record from Bebop Deluxe, Axe Victim. I don't really see this band talked about too much. I think they're really solid. Again, glam rock, or maybe, just... They're British, and this is a British pressing of this, which again aren't like that expensive or anything, but I never really see any British pressings of anything around here, so it was kind of interesting to see this. They're on this Harvest label, which I think is fantastic, and yeah, again, I don't see them talked about too much. I definitely think they deserve more recognition if they don't already get it. So yeah, Bebop Deluxe again, 1974. Jeff Kempen showed this one. I had to show it too. I couldn't get away with not showing it. Autobahn by Kraftwerk. Original U.S. pressing here on Vertigo on the UFO label. I've talked about this in top 100 as well. And same thing with this last one here. Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy by Brian Eno. Art rock, sort of out there, experimental rock. This is like his second record. Yeah, I think you all know that one. So this was kind of this contest is a little challenging because the next part was for the year that you were born, and I was born in 1995, and as you know, vinyl was basically almost completely dead by 1995. CD was king, and I got some CDs here because I don't own too many records from 95 on vinyl, and even only one of these is an original from 95, but it's The Bends by Radiohead. I got really lucky finding this used by me. It's a 95 UK pressing. I don't think it's a first pressing, but it is early, and it's on the Parlophone label, but it doesn't have the there was originally like a pound symbol in that little circle there in the first pressings, but the second pressings don't have that. So at least that's my understanding of it. Not one of my favorite Radiohead albums. I think they would go on to do much better things. This is their second one though, and it's definitely way better than their first, and some people would actually consider it their favorites, and I can understand that because it has lots of great songs on here, like High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees, Just. Those were all hits, I think, for them. Another one I've talked about recently is Bjork, Post, their second album. Second album under the Bjork title, anyway. This is a recent pressing on pink vinyl. I only got this recently, but I've had the CD for a while. And 2 CDs here, because I don't have that many. On vinyl, I had to show this. Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory. You all know this one. It's the one with Wonderwall on it. Don't Look Back in Anger. Champagne Supernova. Solid album. Another solid one from 95 is Melancholy, Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins. Really interesting thing here with kind of a day and night cycle with disc 1 and 2. Also love the whole art scheme of it, with a weird kind of Renaissance looking, or maybe not Renaissance. I don't know anything about art. If someone could tell me what kind of art style this is, with the like all like the cherub faces on everything and that kind of thing, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's 95, and then I got 4 country records here. Maybe I'm cheating on a few of these, but Bob Dylan's country record, Nashville Skyline, doing kind of a weird, gruff country voice here. Lots of people love this one. I'm not the hugest fan of it. I still have a good copy of it. Another Townes Van Zandt. I've shown the one original I have, which was live at the Old Quarter in Houston. But I have another live one here that came out for this record store day. It's Austin City Limits. He does some cool blues covers on here. He covers Lightning Hopkins, which my starter won't start this morning. Ballad of Ira Hayes. Solid live performance from Townes. Interesting one here. Kay and Anna McCarrigle. Definitely country sound. I don't remember which one it is, but one of these had a child with Loudon Wainwright III, and that child being Rufus Wainwright, and I think also the Wainwright sisters, who I can't remember their names, but really interesting family ties there with the Wainwrights. And another recent acquisition here, Flying Breeder Brothers' first one, Gilded Palace of Sin, featuring Graham Parsons, who I need to pick up more from. But yeah, I really love this record. And that's basically most of the country in my collection, honestly. Maybe I squeezed by there with the Bob Dylan, but you know, it still counts. It still counts. So yeah, again, congrats, Billy. Here's to many more, and I hope you had a good birthday. So, see ya.